Opening our list is Alekine's Gun. Originally called Death to Spies 3, you take control of a cold and calculating assassin during the Cold War in a game hunted with terrible glitches, bugs, and crazy camera controls. The execution was so bad, only a handful could enjoy finishing the game. Might as well just play Hitman. Alekine's Gun has a play score of 5.3. Ninth place is Crimson Dragon. A rail shooter of vertigo-inducing proportions, Crimson Dragon fails to roar its way out of the critics due to its repetitive gameplay and overstuffed microtransactions. Not to mention the unpredictable difficulty level and jarring camera controls that makes this game too dizzying crazy to play at all. Crimson Dragon has a play score of 5.25. Eighth on our list is Le Tour de France 2015. Tour de France 2015 promotes the passion for cyclists boxed into one game. However, it suffers in its boring momentum to captivate players. Not much has been revamped in this 2015 version, except for its graphical tweaks. It's not that bad of a game if you love this kind of sport, really. Tour de France has a play score of 5.17. Seventh is Project Root. If you were wishing for a game with the same caliber as the Strike series, sorry to get disappointed. This generic overhead shooter is bombarded with uninspired level design and boring gameplay that fails to hit the mark, nauseating camera controls and recycled enemies. I mean, come on! Project Root has a play score of a 4.96. Sixth place goes to LocoCycle. This game is loco, alright. Follow Pablo as he is stuck behind a military-grade awesome sentient motorcycle on a quest to race evildoers. Yes, you heard that right. Stuck. With ugly visuals and weak performance issues, it is annoyingly terrible when it tries to be funny. For a game released on next-gen consoles, it feels a little out of place. LocoCycle has a play score of 4.81. Fifth place belongs to Funk of Titans. I have no problem with a groovy theme, but for a game that's heavily dependent on music, this game does not hit the high note at all. This senseless Greek myth parody of a platformer is filled with unmitigated disaster. You travel around ancient Greece as funky Perseus and beat the hell out of everyone who does not like funky music. Seriously? It is so terrible, it loses its groove. Funk of Titans has a play score of 4.74. Fourth is Infinity Runner. Werewolves in space. How weird is that? This game mixes both sci-fi and lycanthropy into a silly runner game. With similar gameplay mechanics from Temple Run, this game can't run away from being a bad clone. Pun intended, very much. It's mindless, and to think that your character can transform into a werewolf and all you do is run. What? Infinity Runner has a play score of 4.72. Third on our spot is NBA Live 14. Ranked 7th on our PS4 worst games, this sorry excuse of a basketball game still remains as a disaster, even on the Xbox One. Defective and malfunctioning control schemes, shady character models, and obsolete graphics, this game marks the nearing demise of the whole entire franchise. NBA Live 14 has a play score of 4.61. Second place is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5. This game is such a true disappointment for fans who have been waiting for another sequel. It is packed with technical and performance issues with uninspired level designs. Ranking the same spot as our PS4 worst list, this game broke my heart. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 has a play score of 4.06.
Here are the runners-up before we reveal the number one.
And the worst Xbox One game so far is The Fighter Within. Nonsensical story? Check. Stereotypical characters? Check. Silly Kinect-based movements? Check, check, and check. The Fighter Within is without a doubt the worst game to ever come out on the Xbox One. The unresponsiveness of the Kinect motion sensor and the plain brawler movements just make you not want to play this game at all. I repeat, not want to play this game at all. Just look at this gameplay footage. Does this create a spark in your soul and ignite your being? I don't think so. The Fighter Within receives a play score of 3.64.
Subscribe now and get your game by clicking the link in the description box below.